Black people, we love to see the concepts of black love because it shows the unity between a black man and a black woman. And let's face it, in today's game, it's all about self. Women looking out for themselves and the man is looking out for themselves. And so many times we see interracial relationships going on both ways. But when we see younger black people together, thriving, doing well, it makes us feel good in our heart. But as we know, things have to come to an end and it falls apart. And that's the sad story of Remy Ma and Papoose. It wasn't but a few years ago that Papoose and Remy Ma were the hottest hip hop couple of all time. She had went to prison, and my man Papoose did something that most other brothers wouldn't do. He stood up.
Pat used to come see me literally every single day, so I was chilling. I was like,
so he came up every day. Every visit.
For the first year, he came literally every single day. When you're in a match, you have a visit every day, except for it alters on the weekends, Saturday or Sunday. So literally the first year,
how far is Stafford Hills from?
It's about 45 to an hour, depending on traffic.
So he was running up there every day, like coming up there.
Yeah, it got to a point where I had to tell him like, yo, like I'm good. I'm all right. Like, and I guess like when he believed it, that was all right. And I was like, he was like, all right, cool. And then he'll come like a little bit less. He'll come like 3 times a week or like, but it still seemed like he was there a lot. I spoke to him almost literally every day. I don't think a day went by unless I was locked that I didn't speak to him on the phone every day.
When you first,
I want to stop it for a minute. That was his first mistake. His first mistake was ever, I guess, marrying her. But I guess they cut from the same cloth. But I would say just because as a man, you a street dude, don't mean you want to date a street woman. You still want a feminine woman at all times. I don't care what your line of work is. All right. There's people who are prize fighters, UFC, they get punched in the face. They want a soft woman. So we can't excuse it by, oh, that's the street ninja. Nah, I think all men, this is a cautionary tale. I think Papoose is a lesson for all of us.
There you go. I grew up a fan of Papoose. He was a dangerous lyricist. Shout out to Papoose, and appeared to be a real one. I like his brutish mentality. He was known for knocking the ninja out. Shout out to Papoose. But like you said, don't know why that brother wanted this brutish woman. And it seems like from the rumor mill that's going around HQ, seemed like he was hunching on that boxer woman. So it seemed like Papoose like him a big, brutish, dominant woman. And that's his downfall. He held that sister down, visited her every day, her words. Then she get out and end up, regardless of the reason, end up with another dude. Come on now. I don't know any other story where a select guy, Papoose, like from what we observed from the outside looking in, he don't seem like a loser, square, none of that. And he held his woman down while she did that bid for her to come home. And like I said, from the outside looking in, it seemed like she acted out for whatever reason. And
no, that ain't what happened. The real truth is she was in jail for how long? At least 7-8 years, right? 7-8 years. Ain't no man not getting his wood wet for no 7-8 years. It is what it is.
They were married. He was hunching on her.
Yeah, they were married, but that don't mean he wasn't doing what he was doing outside, right? And according to her, because she is a real one. She may be kind of thuggish. She may be that kind of, but she's really a really pretty woman. She's a pretty woman. She may be a lot thuggish, but her version is something else. Her version is they just moved on from each other. It wasn't a matter of me cheating. It wasn't a matter of him cheating. It was a matter of us moving on from each other. But he likes those type of women. He likes those thuggish, punch you in the face in the middle of the night type women. I mean, he likes that. So, I mean, some men do.
Let's stop for a second, HQ.
Yeah, it was amicable.
It was a mutual thing. It was that's not true. That's not
yes,
true.
It is true. They got Christmas pictures with her and her man, him and his new girlfriend last year. It's amicable, them two.
He cheated.
Oh, he cheated first. He was the one who cheated. And then it really wasn't a cheat. It was a mutual thing. They got pictures out of them having Christmas dinner with they new persons. It's not a fight. Papoose keep getting into the news because they keep bringing it up. She came on the news the other day.
You got misinformation.
She came on the news the other day. She said, "You know what? I'm tired of this garbage. We have been amicably separated for a while."
Papoose is the one that leaked that photo of Remy at the Christmas tree sitting with that guy, because he said that that's what she was doing last year at Christmas instead of being at home with him and their child. So I don't think it was amicable, like an amicable separation. I feel like he started moving differently after they found out, or all of us found out from that Tasha K stuff, that she was sleeping with that man.
Y'all listening to what the news is putting out. She said she already explained all of that. She said we've been separated.
Let's let the video keep going, because there's plenty of facts in this video.
She said we've been separated.
Okay, let's see what we got.
When you first got locked up, you and Pat wasn't married yet.
No.
So did you know that he was going to be there and stand up the way he stood up?
No.
And after that 6 years, he will remain solid, always being so respectful of Remy Ma, even in freestyles.
I do it big for the queen. Yo, I take a swig for the queen. Yeah, that's how I live for the queen.
I'm gonna mute it because I don't know if you too friendly for the queen. All right.
Yeah.
Pretty nasty rumor about Remy Ma.
Remy Ma and Papoose was supposed to own this company together, and Remy Ma ends up sleeping, and I'm gonna say allegedly, with the help. I got a call the day Papoose ran up on that little boy and beat his ass. I just got a picture that I posted in TashaKLive.com of her and the little boy. All, there were more photos because it was a wino, but they was having a private dinner. It didn't look like a couple.
And we even started to see them on the news together.
Called Chrome 23. She has with her one of the hottest names in the game right now, Remy and Easy the Block Captain. Join us right now. Nice to see you.
Nice to see you.
I got to ask you, how's the family?
The family is great.
How's Papoose?
He's good. He's the head of hip hop at TuneCore now, so he's working on that. And the baby, she's running the house as usual.
And then everybody was wondering, like, what's going on?
So this woman, she goes to that interview with this man. So her and Papoose, they own a company, a battle rap, and this guy was signed. This was one of Papoose's employees. And the whole time, him and Remy are doing this promotional tour. She was sleeping with the ninja. And Papoose said, the only reason I went upside his head, it wasn't because you slept with her. It's because you shook my hand, brother. You shook my hand and you made it seem like we was cool and you slept with my wife. That's why they broke up, HQ. They were together.
Oh. I just heard a different story. I'm sorry.
Clearly. What you got, Mr. Walker? Clearly you heard different.
Yeah. And there we go. Like I was saying, this brother, Papoose, shows so much adulation for this woman. And that's why we always say it's simp behavior. Look how it benefited him. It didn't. Look at him. Now he's looking goofy. I do this for the queen, do that for the queen. Your queen getting new peen from your employee.
Sounding like yada.
Yeah, man. Like, come on. I don't know what that is that make these brothers do that. It's counterproductive. The woman don't like it, and the guy gets the short end of the stick. Mr. Walker, how you know the woman don't like the simping? Because she gave him a black pill.
Going on with Papoose and Remy Ma when we're seeing her with this new guy. Then it all came out. Remy Ma and Papoose were not really together, but her and this other guy, Easy the Block Captain, were in a relationship. But Papoose stayed solid. His particular issues with all of that didn't even come out to the public. We was waiting on him to even say something. Now, we heard that Papoose had put some hands on the young dude, but we never even heard it from Papoose's side. We only heard it from Easy the Block Captain's side. But now, everything is starting to come out in the open right before Christmas and stop the show, which is great because I really need that money. Now, it seems like Remy Ma kicked it off. And one of the earlier posts she kicked it off with, which is concerning female boxer, Clarissa Shields. Now, this post says, this lady Clarissa Shields and that sorry publicity team been putting out fake stories on me every day to make me look bad and him look like God's gift for too long. Now, I've been seeing a whole bunch of these stories that Remy Ma is jealous of Papoose with a new girl, but I can never find any evidence of it. I just saw YouTubers coming up with it. But check this out. I bagged Papoose to put out something to stop the narrative, and he kept telling me just stay quiet, that's the best thing to do. Well, I'm tired, and he said he would never F you because you're ugly, but don't worry, I saw everything now. The world's gonna see it since you so tough, boo. Remy Ma started exposing a series of text messages. Let's check this one out. Papoose dumbass fell asleep on my phone with Clarissa Shields. Laying in my house, he refused to leave. The beast supposed to be a world champion boxer and get scary ass hung up soon as she heard my voice. Now I'm telling everything, and baby girl, you not the only one. So basically this must be like Papoose, but that's okay. We're human beings. No human is going to be able to report their every move. You see nothing wrong with that. So Clarissa Shields is talking to Papoose. You take accountability. You are the one who is married. If you can't at least sleep on the phone with me or be with me in person, it shouldn't be a big deal to let me know you made it home safe or communicate you fell asleep in the Sprinter. He goes, after the office, I'm going to the Christmas party at the office. The CEO asked me to come last week. You don't know that, do you? Pap, I don't care. You have to tell me nothing. So damn, Clarissa Shields, she must really be in love with Papoose. He must be clapping them cheeks right. Booty clap.
And that part. And like I said, Remy Ma is 45 years old. Clarissa Shields is 29. I think what we are witnessing is what happens. Remy hit the wall. Pap's able to keep elevating. He found a better woman. He found a lesser man. And here we are. This is what we talk about, Mr. Walker.
Here we go. Here we go. So now Remy Ma, she got an ego. She out here pushing 50, and she know that Papoose age is not having an effect on him. You don't think these older sisters that sit in this hip hop world like her was gonna fall victim to this? That easy? That I don't know the brother. All right, but for the sake of what we hear him, call him a bum. Easy the block captain. You don't think he was telling her sweet nothings? Oh my, it was fresh meats and it fed her ego. Yes, H, you don't shake your head. No, this was dumb on her behalf. 100% ego driven by Remy Ma. She got some nerve. She ruined Remy Ma she helped ruin the culture. Now there ain't Nan Ninja. They were the poster child for keeping it 100. Remy Ma and Papoose, he held her down only for her to come out and say, you dismissed, Ninja, for one of your employees. That creates villains. Thanos, if you will.
I feel so bad. Like, there's no coming back from this, Remy. Like, there's no, taking it on. Like, this is forever on the chin. Like, you can't wipe this off your face card. You dogged out a good brother. Like, everybody loves Papoose. I was wondering if you all were going to cover it because of what he was posting when he was calling her a narcissist. I was like, that kind of goes right into that other show we had, was like, are women narcissists? Yes, they are. Because how do you embarrass this man? Tasha K reported on this 2 years ago. Like, this is really old news. We've just been waiting for the confirmation. And this is how it gets confirmed, because you're jealous that he moved on with this 29-year-old boxer who's coming into the limelight of her career. So you are kind of like a narcissist, because Papoose was cool with just letting the rumor be a rumor until you and this guy kept pressing the issue, So I feel like, yeah, Papoose probably should have never married Remy, but I do think that, trying to do the right thing is still honorable. You know, Remy is the one that is not honorable in this situation, not Pap for trying to do the right thing. She's clearly in HQ. Maybe he was doing what he was doing when she was in prison, but she is the one that decided to go to prison. Like, she made a choice to whack her best friend in the stomach over a stack of money, $1,000 to be exact. So you had to go sit down for that, but this man still makes sure your business and your child was straight while you were away, and he kept your head right and in the game so that when you were home, you could make those moves without any problems. So I feel, and then like, and seeing how Remy is playing this out, like the rumor is that she's been stepping out on Pat, that she's been doing this to him. So that's the part of it where I'm just like, bruh, you know, maybe she didn't want to give you a divorce, but it would probably would have been better off if you would have left her in this 2 years instead of all of this coming out. It makes you look like maybe you've had more black pills than you needed to have, you know? But I don't feel like he's the simp for trying to do the right thing with a woman that he felt equally yoked with. You know, it's not like they're in different pools, like they're in the same pool, like the girl with the tats on her face and the guy with the tats on his face. Like Remy and him are the same people. So I think she's just jealous that the young lady is coming into the prime of her career, and Pap has a second chance at a young lady, and he's going to do the same thing with her that he tried to do with Remy.
And from that text message thread, Remy said that boxing woman was afraid. She says, you for you to be a championship boxer, you hung up the phone as soon as you heard my voice. Remy, ma, that woman about half your age, and she's skilled. She will wear your brutish tail out. Hey, no
so
way.
here we go. Hit the like button. This is crazy.
But Papoose is not taking this laying down. Now Papoose is about to speak. He says this: sad to say that Remy Ma is a narcissist. She chose to cheat repeatedly. Now that I've finally moved on, she's playing the victim. I have requested divorce numerous times. She rather clout chase on social media than handle this like civilized adults. I did not want to do the social media foolishness. For the sake of my 6-year-old baby, she has to go to school. As you can see, I remain quiet through it all. And yes, he did. Now here goes some more tweets. Clarissa Shields, she's clapping back too. This can't be serious. You have 2 boyfriends. Remy Ma is like, that's what he told you, LOL. But wait, there is more. Here goes Remy Ma fighting back. Papoose, you effing dummy. Hey, Miss Shields, he took your advice, but not before I screenshot y'all convo. Oh, he was getting me arrested, the woman that never effed off on him in 17 years, while plotting with one of his chicks to destroy me. The same woman that could have been used my platform to expose you. I got all your pics and messages from chicks while I was away and he was holding me down. Sidebar, he about to say he wrote me rhymes. Imagine that, and if anything sexual leaks about me, it was him because he threatened to do that too. So basically, this is supposed to be Clarissa saying, Pap, since when you let both your phones die and don't call me, get up. I know you hate the internet games, but you need to do something today about this girl. My PR team is going to freak out when they see this. So basically, this is, her saying, listen, Remy Ma is on my ass. You need to do something about this. This ain't cool. Papoose responds again. I will never get anyone arrested. Once again, you are lying. That can be easily verified. You are the one who played with police. Lying about history that unfolded in front of the world is pathetic. Falsifying text messages that you claim are from over a decade ago just to create a false narrative and justify cheating is narcissistic behavior. This is
okay. So and now Remy Ma is trying to say she's painting a picture as if Papoose was a house husband. She's saying he was a house husband. I'm the one with the bag. All right. Remy said, I got the bread. That ninja ain't what y'all think.
Stop that. Yeah. That ain't Papoose pedigree. That ain't him. That's disrespectful. Like, there ain't So many, you know what I'm saying, rappers and celebrities, idols, if you will, tend to fall off and end up soft and stuff. That ain't Papoose. I'm not a rap fan, but I can observe the brother, and this ain't him. Papoose solid as the day is long. I hope this witch get what she deserve, because I don't give a dang what he did. Show me another ninja that did what he did. I don't care if he did get him a little something while he was out here. She said with her mouth, the first year he showed up every day. They asked, how long was the draft? 45 minutes one way. Like, he did hold you down. My goodness. This was a predominant rapper in New York City. And he held you down. Because, my goodness, I'm pretty sure Papoose turned down more women than he accepted. By a long shot. He went to see her every day the first year. Stop.
This is a story I never really followed. I mean, I never really followed, so I don't know the total context of it all. I mean, I just heard a different story. You all heard this story that's out in the public. I heard something privately, and it was totally different. So, I mean, maybe this is what happened and what didn't, you know, what we see, you know, is in social media. It might be true. It may not be true. I don't know who did what. Right. But, you know, they need to get their stuff together. I mean, if she gonna move on, he gonna move on. Just move on. Why they arguing about stuff? Right. Well, it's not a matter of her cheating or him cheating. He cheated first. If you really want to look at it, he cheated first. He can hold her down all he wants to. She was in there like 8 years. Ain't no way in hell you can tell me he wasn't out here doing his thing. I ain't gonna hear that.
What would stop her from wanting to get a divorce? He's saying, I've asked her over and over. She won't. What's stopping her?
I honestly don't think there's anything stopping her. Why wouldn't she get a divorce? Why wouldn't she?
If I don't know, I'm asking.
I mean, it ain't like she need him for money. She don't need him for money. She don't need him for comp. She don't need him at all.
Wrong answer.
Papoose is a writer, and he's a formidable opponent when it comes. No, she's been made by the men around her. Been made by the men around her. There's no way that Remy would be where she is if it wasn't for a pun and a pap. Like, absolutely.
Well, let's say for the sake
of Fat Joe. I'm sorry, a Fat Joe.
For the sake of argument, they both got a little bit of money. Granted, I'm asking
she don't have no reason to stay.
Why won't she sign the divorce papers? He said he keeps asking her to sign. She won't do it. It's like, why not?
Because she's at fault for that fight that she had. I'm pretty sure that because she's at fault for the recent happenings, not what he did while she was in prison, right? The judge isn't going to look at that. The judge is going to say, what has brought y'all in here to me now? And Papoose is going to say, well, she was sleeping around with the help. And I, had to knock this man out, and
he hit somebody.
He hit the man that she's in that Christmas photo with.
Oh, okay, so she didn't touch nobody.
No, she didn't touch anybody. But Papoose said after he knocked him out 2 years ago for hearing about him sleeping with his wife, Remy left the scene of the crime that day and stayed with that man for 4 days. After Papoose allegedly knocked him out. That's not gonna go over well in the court of law. When the judge
wouldn't have anything to do with her, she didn't knock nobody out.
No, she didn't knock anybody out, but she caused it. The reason why the man got knocked out was because she's sleeping with the help.
But you can't pull nobody in the court because I was sleeping with help. You punch somebody out.
But HQ,
be in trouble?
The only
It's not.
I don't know the proper word for YouTube, but the only technical time that it's okay for you to delete somebody in this country is when a man catches his wife doing something with another man. That's typically not frowned upon in the court of law. If you go way back in the day. Yeah, so it's a crime of passion.
What would they charge her with? She's not in trouble for anything.
Well, when Well, in Georgia, if you are to get a divorce in Georgia, let's just say me and my husband go to get a divorce, and the judge asks my husband, okay, well, Mr. Rose, why are you petitioning for this divorce today? He's going to say, because 2 years ago, I found out that my wife was sleeping with one of the people that we employ for our company. Oh, well, Mr. Rose, what makes you say that your wife was sleeping around with this man in your company? And he's going to say, well, here's exhibit A, this Christmas photo of her sitting under the tree wrapped up in this man's arms while me and my daughter were celebrating Christmas alone at my mother's house or whatever mother's house. And then he's going to be able to show all of the Tasha K stuff and how all of this.
I get all that, but that's not, she's not legally liable for that.
Well, in Georgia, the judge could say you're at fault, Remy Ma, for the reason why your marriage is dissolving.
Legally, though.
Well, let me say this.
You can't be charged legally, but you can be on the hook to pay money.
Real quick. I'll say this. Normally, 80% of the time, women are filing for divorce. So this is an unnatural thing going on. So when these women are going into the courtroom, they normally can get spousal support, alimony, child support, you name it. But this being reversed, Papoose going in there, he's going to have this evidence that she stepped out on him. Therefore, she's going to have to forfeit all of those benefits. That's why she won't sign the papers, because she'll be forfeiting. He'll probably get custody of the kid, at least partial. She's going to forfeit child support, alimony, all this money she can get will be forfeited.
Yeah, you keep saying he can't get partial custody of the kid when he spent Christmas.
He probably get partial custody, but she ain't gonna lose no custody.
And she will, yes, because it's her fault that the relationship got dissolved.
She don't mean nothing. She ain't gonna lose no kid.
She stepped outside the sanctity of her marriage, and Papoose got
video
and picture proof.
They ain't losing no kid. She ain't did nothing egregious. She ain't losing no kid.
But she might have to pay more, and she might lose more than she stands to gain. You see what I mean? Like, if she is the one that holds the purse strings, then she'll be the one on the hook for the alimony.
Y'all said Papoose make more money. Y'all, it's worth more than her. There ain't no way she gonna lose custody of no kids. She ain't beating on no kids. She ain't doing none of that. So therefore, she ain't losing no custody of no kids. They probably have partial custody.
Here we go. Hold on. I think we arguing it now. Nobody ever said she was losing custody. Hold on, HQ. I literally said partial custody. So you arguing something nobody ever said.
Black folks get divorced.
Listen to what I'm saying. You are arguing something none of us said, HQ. You just
That's neither here nor there. There's many reasons why they don't get a divorce.
Now you wasted all the time arguing something we ain't talking about.
That don't matter. She's not going. They're getting divorced when they want to get divorced. Y'all taking this word for he talking about numerous times he done asked. Why wouldn't he just go get it? Why you ain't got a divorce? Why you ain't went to the court, bruh? If you got all this leverage, why you ain't went to the court? Because they don't want to. He ain't went to court. What's the reason why he ain't went to court? Y'all keep asking why she ain't filing. What do you mean? Why he ain't filing? He asking. Asking what? Go file and then prove that she ain't a good wife, and then you can get a divorce. But he ain't doing that because they don't want to get no divorce.
I think that when you have a conglomerate.
Go ahead, Rockwell.
I was just going to say, I think that when you have business wrapped up, as long as they have business wrapped up, I'm sure that what he would like to do is he would like to have some kind of mediation with her before they start the divorce procedure, because they don't have like Beyonce money or Jay-Z money. So it's like, let's sit down and have a grown-up conversation about us dissolving our marriage, so that when we go to court, we know that this is what you're taking and this is what I'm taking. I think that is what he's saying when he's saying, I've been trying to have this conversation with her, because I know that if I bring in attorneys and I do this contentiously, then it's going to be more headbutting, and he has a 6-year-old. I think his motivation is like, you know, I think like in this situation, Remy is not a nurturer at all. I feel like the only person that's nurturing in this relationship is Papoose. And from that nurturing inside of him, and we seen it through him going to when she was locked up, driving all that way. And then he was the one that wanted this baby with her. And then she acquiesced and gave him that baby. You know, we were talking about that last night, HQ. Like, I think that he's just the nurturer. So for him, he's just trying to get as many ducks laid out before he goes and starts signing paperwork. I think he's just trying to do the smartest thing for that little bubble of the baby that they have, you know. And I think that this is what makes Remy even more tacky and disgusting to me, you know, like, because you got a good man here and you have a little girl.
I'm saying, y'all listening to social media. You got these are people's lives. There ain't no way all of this is going on and there's no context behind it. She ain't doing all the dirt. She can't be doing all the dirt. He got to be doing some dirt too. He's the one that got the girlfriend too. So you can't just say it's all
HQ, he wasn't on national TV doing rounds of Good Morning America with his side bitch.
Amen.
That was her. And Gavin X, if you rewind it back to that interview where they're wearing all black and that lady's talking about him, their shoulders are rubbing up against each other that whole time.
So how do we know Papoose had not moved on by then? How do we know that?
We don't know, because guess what? He was classy. He was classy enough to not be photographed with his side bitch.
Don't matter. That don't matter.
Here we go. I'm gonna let this keep going.
They both moved on.
All right. I'm gonna let this keep going. Hit the like button.
I'm just saying it ain't all Remy's fault. This is a two-person problem.
Remy Ma with another post saying that this is from Clarissa. Okay, love, I'm not happy, but all right, I'm gonna stop. Don't want to stress you more than you already are, so I'm gonna just stop. How I feel is not warranted. I'm just tired of talking and you not hearing me, so I can't. Thank you for your honesty, though. That's always the best option. You're gonna do whatever you feel you want to do. I won't say anything else. I ask for gifts, I'm tripping. I express I like flowers, I'm tripping. I want to set time aside dedicated to me, I'm tripping. I don't know how to feel. I'm just laying here feeling stupid. So this is supposed to be Clarissa Shields. So now Remy Ma says, hey, Miss Shields, I am one boyfriend woman the same way I was a one husband woman. And I'm a good woman at that. Hence why MNFers won't just go. Oh, he's never going to buy you anything because he thinks he's the prize. He's a taker, not a giver. Plus, I'm the one with the bag. LOL. Please stop playing with me because I'm not the enemy you want. I'm not even mad. Actually, I'm very happy. And that's why your boyfriend is mad. Oh, and I know you said you feel stupid, but you look stupid too. Now, Clarissa, she's out here saying that all the stuff that Remy Ma is doing is fake text messages. This stuff don't even exist, according to Clarissa. So she claps back on X saying, you making fake texts is crazy. I'm not a B you can bully. You're better and mad. You making yourself look stupid. Just stop it. So Remy Ma goes, I'm not 45 yet, but you are 29. I'll just say this. You're not aging like wine. Again, though, I'm not your enemy. Tell your boyfriend buy you some flowers and gifts. He didn't answer any of his phones because he was with his Cali girl this week. Clarissa Shields versus Clarissa. She ready to fight. Clarissa Shields versus real Remy Ma. February 2nd. Come get your ass whooped. Crash out. Nah, she don't want them hands. I don't even want them hands. Now, here's what Clarissa's gonna say. Clarissa posts this picture of an inbox she got from Remy Ma. She gonna say, Remy Ma, you was a fan of me. Stop lying. 2020, I'm mad hype, love you, congrats on making histories. You represent for all the brown girls from the bottom that had to fight. Go, that just happens to be a woman. Yes, indeed, love, you a boss, and real, I respect it. Okay, this was not a good move by Clarissa Shields. So Remy Ma claps back and shows, well, listen, Clarissa, you said I was a fan of you? Nah, here goes our messages. So check this out. And here's Papoose weirdo girlfriend wishing me Happy New Year's a couple days later. This lady was actually hitting me for advice on how to show off her body. This is crazy. I created this mantra though, praising you knowing things weren't right and keeping quiet knowing the truth. You think you know what I got, so that's why you feel comfortable lying to these people. I promise you gonna be sorry. Now, there's another element to this. Mr. Easy, the block captain. Now, here's what Papoose said, okay? Now, Papoose says he posted picture. He goes this: while I was at home with my daughter last Christmas, this is where Remy Ma was. Now that I finally moved on, she's angry and making up lies. So we saw that post, right? But let's see how he finishes it. Narcissist: I told her we could divorce like adults. She refused to do that because I wouldn't lie and say I didn't knock this chump out. I still got the messages of her begging me to lie about the knockout, but who cares? He didn't throw one punch back. Super soft. Last time I saw this chump, he was in the fetal position. Everybody saw it. When I knocked him out, I woke him up and went home with him for 4 days. I went home with my daughter. As you can see, she couldn't wait to lie about it again. Shaking my head, narcissist. I didn't knock him out because he slept with my wife. I knocked him out because he shook my hand and then he slept with my wife. So Easy the Block Captain, he gets on Twitter and says, I swear I ain't helped put this tree up. Easy the Block says, tell Pap to unblock me. I want to holler at you.
So here we are. It's a lot here. All right. Like I said, it's celebrity stuff out of our pay grade, but something to discuss for cautionary tales for men. Like we say, be careful of the kind of women you choose. Remy Ma had 1,000 red flags, and Papoose chose to ignore them, and it ended up biting him at the worst time. So just learn.
There you go. Let's be truthful. What tends to drive a man to these lengths, huh? It's a joke going around that toxic Kudakata is the best. And so could Papoose have fallen victim to some diabolical WAP? I say, yeah, that's most likely what we see. I don't know what else caused a man to fight over a woman. Again, these are my opinions. I know y'all don't mind crashing out over a woman. I ain't mad at y'all, but couldn't ever be me. It's counterproductive. So shout out to Remy Ma for having that diabolical WAP. Got 2 dudes fighting over. Kudos to her.
Well, like he said, not just 2 dudes. That was that was Papoose employee. Like, I was signing your paychecks. Like, that was personal. So listen, and then you keep coming in my face. Like, he left him no choice, I would say.
Very much so. Very much so.
Couldn't be me, y'all, because y'all know what I'm doing. Like, no, not an employee of ours. I'm writing your checks and you're, taking pictures like that with my husband under the Christmas tree. Yeah.
Yeah. See, that's the thing. I understand the women want to be, man and fighting, but yeah, I just don't think it's productive for guys to fight over a woman.
It's not productive. It's not productive. You're right, Mr. Walker, but the rage inside of me, like I would have to do something with it.
I think Papoose went about as best he could. If you gonna physically accost somebody for egregious behavior, egregious disrespect, yeah, make it look good. Don't be running around tussling on the ground, get your clothes all ripped up. Yeah, knock him out. And that's what's up. That is a good look. Knock him out and watch him pick her new boyfriend up. I rolls with that, but and because it worked out well. Now, if it wound out where gunplay got involved, this worked out as best as it could. But typically ninjas don't fight no more. That's why I respect Papoose. Like, Papoose, one of the last fighters. Ain't nobody fighting no more. Who the last?
Yeah, Remy's not even fighting. Like,
It's just in this older age, man, and maturity. I'm like, it's too much to lose. People don't fight no more. One of the greatest message I got was from my other brother, Gavin's brother, E. Like, he said, ain't nobody gonna fight you. Like, people stopped fighting when I was younger in high school. They picked up the toolie. And that's why I respect Papoose again, though. Don't crash out over no woman. Because I guarantee you he halfway regret some of this, but they forced Papoose hand. And the whole thing about the divorce, like y'all said, Pap ain't really pushing it because he more a reformed guy. He reserved. He ain't into all this. They forced his brother to step out to social media and address this.